Welcome, everybody, to the very last episode of the Late Game. Unbelievable. Cheers, guys. OG, your international 2019 champions, back-to-back champions. I'm rude. I didn't take it.
Oh, man.
That's cool.
Who won?
Unbelievable.
Who won? I didn't catch the final game. I'm only kidding. Of course I watched the game.
OG in an incredible 3-1, a run back after a game one, managed to clinch the back-to-back win,
But
securing.
we're calling it a 4-0.
Exactly.
Right?
It was a 4-0, guys.
4-0.
They, undisputed, best team in the world, best team ever. You can't. I don't care if they disband and just say, guys, we're all retiring. This is the best team that ever played Dota.
It must be.
Yeah,
It must
they are
be.
number one without question.
And they
Greatest
played.
of
They
all time.
played better this year than they did
Yeah,
last.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It'd be one thing if they just like won. They were just like, no, we'll win our group.
The thing is, they did it, and now I'm still scared of them.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they're going anywhere. Why would you, right?
Well, Anna is. He's gonna go on vacation.
Well,
for
yeah,
like
for
7
a little
months.
bit. He'll come
The
back.
dude could take 11 and a half months off, come back a couple of weeks before TI, cruise into the group stages, and they'd be fine. Like, he's a machine.
It's insane. So they
He's a machine.
secure the largest prize pool in esports history. They're now all the highest earning athletes, e-athletes, cyber athletes, whatever you want to call them, in history
In history,
by a wide margin.
a wide margin.
It's insane.
Yeah.
They're up like three. They're up. What, like 3 million at least?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone ever.
Way ahead.
Way ahead by everybody. So we just witnessed, by the way, the very end of the Chinese late game show. Obviously, they had the full stage spectacles. What you guys had the treat of last year, but we kindly handed off the extra production value to
course.
them.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're just kind of chilling out still at the Intercontinental Liquor Factory here with all the OG homies
fans.
in the house
Yep.
hanging out. So it's a bit more intimate, but we were told that OG will be bussing over, and we will have an opportunity to speak with them each a little bit at a time. So
Yeah.
don't worry, we are going to have an
We're gonna get
opportunity
them on the
talk to
show,
them,
don't worry.
And we're going to give them the real questions. None of this like, how's it feel to be the best?
You're going to grill them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing.
We're going to grill them.
Hard
when
maths
they're most
questions,
vulnerable.
really hard maths questions, geography questions, that kind
Oh,
of
that's
stuff.
me.
Yeah.
Oh, you did? You know about
my
geography?
major.
You majored in geography.
Yeah.
It's not my strong suit.
Certainly not mine either.
Yeah, Americans.
Obviously, as a delicious appetizer to you folks out there, we do have Kyle and Trent joining us. Trent for a second time now. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
The two-time late game
yeah.
guest, Trent.
Two-time.
I will say, I think it's
Finally,
important.
I'm on the show.
Well, just to clarify, he wasn't our first choice.
That is true.
Yeah, no, that I hate to say that, but Sind was the first
Tell
choice.
him the truth. It's okay.
The
And
truth
he-
is, Sind was like, well, I kind of want to go to the party.
Yeah.
And we were
I
like,
saw him. He put on his tap dancing shoes. He's ready to shuffle. He's headed over. He was there early.
Yeah.
Got a very good seat where he had a great vantage point.
Not fashionably late. Not Cinder and Strong.
No.
I can imagine he's brought a little fold-out booth, like at those sort of graduate recruitment
Oh, yeah.
places where you have all college graduates going through, and there's companies
Unfortunately,
trying to recruit you, and there's
it's Cinder,
Sind,
so it's more like
Sind Team
going to
2020.
Yeah, he's not the one running the show here. He's the one going around. Hello, Mr. College Surgeon.
Would you like a lollipop?
Applications
Yeah. Oh,
Guys, I know Trent, this is your second TI now. I think I asked you this
Yeah.
already. Kyle, you said this was the first time you really got to work the main stage as a talent. Tell us a bit about, now that it's all over, how was your TI9 experience?
Dude,
Are you going to cry?
no, I'm not. Stop. I don't want to get emotional, all right? It was actually really difficult for me for the first couple of days because there's always that part of you that wants to play. That, like, I can't be in the arena and, like, feel, like, as the teams walk out and everyone's cheering, I know what it's like to be in the booth to play. Like, it's an addictive
There's
experience.
a sense of adrenaline that we
Yeah.
may not ever get to experience, but since you've been on that side, I guess as players, and we hear it from Cinder, and we heard it from Febby here last night, they just keep talking about how I'd rather be the player. I'd rather be the player.
Yeah, I think there's a part of me that will always feel that way. But, like, my first event was back in 2010 in Singapore. We won this random online qualifier we thought was a scam. And it was
Right.
for a dream hack. They were like, hey, what if you go to Singapore instead for this other land? Because, Han, we had 4 big lands a year. So, of course, we scheduled 2 of them on the same weekend. Don't want to get into that. But, point is, I wanted to travel most of all. And, like, I've been homeless for a year and a half.
Yeah.
And I can't have that lifestyle as a player.
True.
And it's like you always have to sacrifice something. That's the hard part of adulthood, right? And
It's a prerequisite, actually, currently in a caster life to have the extra bedroom. Because,
Yeah.
I got my gaming friends. I like to party up with Sheever and Fog. And it's like, so is Kyle there this week there, guys? Yeah, Kyle's around. Oh, cool. Does he want to play? No, he's reading. What a nerd. What? I'm sorry. Every time we want a party queue, Kyle's upstairs reading. And
I
then I
think-
hear you steal phone chargers.
I think they use that as a slang for something else.
Oh, that makes
Ah.
more sense. Yeah.
Good lord. I tell you what, speaking of things you wouldn't want to say, let's break out a little game we've got here called the lie detector. And we actually
AKA
have
the
a lie detector.
It's the
and
live version of the egg
Thank
roulette
you,
game
Ken.
that we've been playing.
Our producer,
Tell me about
Thanks
this.
to
our
Febby,
producer
by the
Ken.
way.
Yeah, shout out to Febby.
What?
Febby turned
Donate.
up at TI with a lie detector.
Are you
That's
serious?
Crazy. Yes,
From
I'm serious.
Febby?
Yep, that's
I
Febby.
thought we were friends. He's Canadian.
Please place your right hand on the
Yeah,
device.
Trent.
No, it's
Oh,
on
Jesus.
suckers. It's
I'll
on
go
suckers.
first. I don't care.
No, you can go second.
Okay,
You
good.
can first. Put
I
your
do
hand on
care.
there.
What's the game?
You'll see. Put your
We'll
hand
ask
on
you
there.
questions and you have to tell
All right.
the truth.
I'm
Otherwise,
going to
we get
strap you
laugh
in.
No, don't do that. I don't like to be restrained.
All right.
Unless it's under very specific circumstances.
All right, Ken is going to ask the questions.
Yeah, Ken
Come
is
over
the
here,
master
Ken.
of questions.
Shout out to
I
Ken, by
will
the way. Where is he?
verify whether it was
Hello.
a truth or a
Can you hear me in
lie.
this?
Can anyone
My
hear Ken?
side.
Can we hear
Can you
Ken?
hear, is this live?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
They can
live.
hear me.
yeah.
All right.
Hi, Ken.
All right. Okay, Kyle, are you
why
ready?
are you
So
hiding
I gotta
back
ask
there?
the question, and then you press the button. Is that how it works?
Is it
Yeah.
on already?
All right.
Have
Oh,
you turned it on?
let's turn it on. Hold on.
Is it
Hold
on?
on.
Turn it on.
Hold still. Some light should come
Oh,
on.
I hate so
This
much
is-
about this.
Is it
All
on
right,
now?
hold on. All right.
It is.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
It must calibrate. It's calibrating.
Let it
It's
calibrate.
calibrating,
Okay.
AKA
Calibrate.
All right,
I-
all right,
I know how to
it's
beat this.
calibrated, all right.
Yeah, yeah.
So if it's
Remember what
green, it is
Costanza
truth.
said.
If it is red, it is a
You
lie,
believe
right?
it. It's
I got a
not a
nail.
lie.
Are you ready? Are you
Okay.
ready? I'm just gonna
All right.
calibrate. All right.
Let me ask, Kyle, do you believe the panel made fun of you too much this year?
No.
No, he says, and
Is that a lie? I don't know what I-
guess
Wait.
true.
Try again.
Oh, was that the calibration?
Yeah, I think that was a
Ask it
calibration.
one more time.
We're gonna ask you for real
I'll
now.
so be
Do you
this.
think the panel made fun of you too much this year?
No, they're all good friends of mine. They can't hurt my feelings.
All right. Let's
Okay.
see what the device says. That was true. That's true. That's true.
That's nice.
That's true. All right. You ready for the next question,
yeah.
Ken?
Good warm up.
Get ready.
I'm ready.
Ask it.
Kyle, do you like that the TI is in China this year?
Quickly.
I don't know.
Yes or no?
Yes.
He didn't
I don't
get
know.
it.
That's
I don't know.
He doesn't know.
doesn't
He
know
doesn't
if he
know.
likes it or not.
Right.
Are you ready with the next question? We need yes or no answers, sir.
Not a yes or no answer. Not a yes or no.
Okay. All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. This might not be a yes or no.
Which
Question.
Dota player are you most jealous of?
Probably Seb or No Tail. It's hard to say. But I don't know
No
if jealous is the
Tail.
right word.
True?
True.
Also true.
Yeah.
That is
Can we get
true.
him- Can we catch him in a lie?
How do
All
we
right.
get this?
All right. You ready?
lie
Ready?
and lie?
Ready?
You had a question for him? You got a question?
No, I don't have anything for my buddy.
Nah.
Off the top of my
Thanks, buddy.
head.
You're so
Try-
Canadian.
He's just a good lad. Apparently, he's very truthful.
Kyle,
Let's
I
try
got one
with-
for you. Go
All
ahead.
right. All right. Ready?
Kyle, would you rather be at the after party right now or here talking to us?
No, I love talking to you guys. Why would I want to go hang out with all my friends at an open bar?
What?
This says that was
It literally only gives us true answers.
true. Oh,
Or he's
get off
really
the,
good at not
get off
changing
the
his
lie
calls.
detector.
Give it to Ted.
Me?
Yeah, Ted.
You're gonna ask me questions?
Yeah, go ahead, Ted.
All right.
You're on
Oh,
there.
the host. He's been
Yeah.
turned upon by his crew.
Those were softballs.
Is this mutiny from your
Wait.
underling?
Can I ask questions too?
He may have hacked the system.
Wait, we need to calibrate, right?
It's
Calibrating
calibrating.
right now.
Isn't it?
I hope we're calibrating.
I
your
hope it's
vitals right
calibrating.
now.
It gave me an electric shock.
Lie.
All right. I don't know what that does. Let's try that. All right. Do you have a question?
I do.
All right.
Ted, do you miss your hair?
Yeah.
That's actually it's a mean question.
What
Is
is
that
it?
a truth?
I guess it's true.
I guess it's true.
He doesn't.
I'm sorry.
I do, but
I feel bad now.
But you don't.
Did that
fine.
question hurt your feelings?
Well, let's check that one. Ask again.
Did that question hurt your feelings?
No.
Oh, nice one, Febby.
It did not.
No, it did not.
Oh, that's
hurt
good.
His feelings.
Dude, this is a very confusing game.
Yeah, I have to say.
You got
I
a
got
question?
one.
You got a question? All right. Hold
Ray?
on. Yep.
Do you wish DJ Wheat was here instead of me?
Yes.
Oh.
True. Sorry, Ted. You're stuck
This
with
thing's
me.
broken.
He couldn't make it, and I had to film. My bad, fam.
Oh,
Wait,
well,
wait.
Febby spent $1,000 on this.
I believe it.
That boop.
Why
That's a
do I
lie.
have the microphone?
Gonna put this
Isn't the first rule
Why
of
are you
broadcast?
using it twice?
I
You
don't
have
know.
two
Never seen it
microphones.
answer true so many times.
Let's
straight.
give the
That's
microphone back to
actually
Earl as well. We'll need that.
There you go. Keep
That's
standing
it. Trent
equipment
doesn't
off
even
the
need to
side.
go.
He's a truthful lad. I believe everything he says. Burp.
All right,
That's
so
false.
we're still waiting for, of course, OG. I hope they're in transit to head over to this area. Obviously, a little awkward. This is the first time for the late game show that we are getting all languages involved, not just English. We also have the Russian late game going on right now. They're also waiting for OG to shuttle over, and we're going to you're going to end up seeing us shift through the players, maybe by threes. But
Well, what's kind of awkward here is we don't actually know how to fill like empty time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something
not
you
really
guys don't have to
something we
do
have
very
talk
often.
about the Dota a little bit. or do we
I
not
get really
care?
nervous in crowds, though.
Huh?
I get really nervous in crowds.
That's
Yeah.
Get that lie detector back out here.
That thing was fun, but it
You
was
love attention.
definitely didn't work. It definitely gave some earlier, but I don't know how you get it to give a false because it gave me electric shock. Like you can have it on vibrate mode or electric shock mode.
So
Wow,
they were
that's
trying to shock
pretty
us.
kinky.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not a line detector.
Yeah. Well, yeah, maybe.
True. Oh,
Oh, the
I'm
team is
receiving
here.
word
The
that
team is
has actually
here.
arrived, and they'll be filling their way. soon.
Okay. Are we gonna get these guys off then, or are we
Get
gonna
off
wait
right
a little
away?
while?
Is there anything that you want us to ask OG for, you guys?
Yeah. Give us a question.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's tough. I mean, I've known No Tail for like a decade at this point.
Yeah.
I love him. I think he's an incredible human being.
No.
And-
We need questions.
questions.
Paul,
Oh,
questions.
sorry.
We don't need you to
Sorry.
praise
Sorry.
him.
I think you should ask him about just like his personal philosophy and what he thinks created the magic behind OG. I feel like everyone kind of wants to know, but he's got this like sense of purpose that I'm quite envious of, and it's why he's the person I'm envious because he's a happy dude, win or lose, and that's something magical to me.
Trent. If No Tail was right here, what question would you have for him?
Oh. If I had to just ask No Tail a question himself.
Yes. As quick as you can, Trent.
I'm not very.
You're not good at filling, but you are.
I'm not
good
sure.
at filling.
I'm really ready for this. It's a little too emotional for me.
Go on.
No Tail. Well, I remember my first memory of No Tail was he was the first player that ever talked to me. I do remember that. That is
Really?
true. Yeah. No, all the players just like walked by, not say anything, and he came and sat down and he introduced himself.
Yesterday.
It's like way back, like my first LAN ever, and so I met No Tail. That was pretty good. So I guess like how do you control that idea of like staying humble? I mean, he was a big pro player. They've now won it twice. You know, one time is enough to get over. How does he think that 2 TIs is now going to affect him moving forward? And is the three-peat? I mean, it's got to be in their head, right? That's the first question I want to ask. It's probably too soon, but I really want to know. Like, do they want to go for 3?
Well,
'Cause I want to see them go for 3.
I definitely remember last year we were like, "Are you guys going to come back and win it again next year?" And they were like, "We're going to try." Like, did we really want to do
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
and to
because-
be the first 2-timer, that's a huge deal in Dota, right?
They were
Huge.
questioning at that time. I remember, where do you find like extra motivation? Like after you've already kind of taken it at the top, like where they were questioning, like, well, it's going to be harder for us to be able to find what's going to really drive us. But they clearly found it somehow.
Dude.
What was it be?
I still think God said like the best line about OG, which is that other teams treat Dota like a science and they treat it like an art. Like they aren't motivated by the same thing. I've been at like 20 something events this year. I love the players in many different teams. I've hung out with a lot of them. OG's got something special in regards to motivation because it's not the money. It's not like being better than other people. It's like they want to play beautiful Dota. It reminds me of hold up.
How you doing?
No, we're going to kick that out.
Can you guys
their seat. Take their seat.
They are. But
They don't actually want to talk to us.
Hey,
It turns
good job,
out.
though.
It's really weird.
Not bad.
Yeah.
how are you doing?
Bye.
Man.
Come grab a seat, dude.
Good shit, dude.
You don't want to sit down? Okay.
Later.
Yeah, come and sit down. Come and sit down. There's a spare seat otherwise. Yeah, there you go. You want to stand behind? Okay.
Okay.
Of course,
Give me a
yeah,
seat.
that's
What a
fine.
gentleman. What a gentleman.
There's a microphone for you guys.
Holy
That's
crap.
for you three to pass around, and they will.
Okay.
Woo.
One of you needs to hold it here. Anna, you can go first.
First off, guys, thank you so much for making the trip away from the arena to come out to here to join us for our little bit of English effort. You guys have amazing support here.
You've got some fans in tonight, that's for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
First, guys, we got to thank you so much for giving us such entertaining Dota throughout this whole tournament. It's been insane. Thank you so much. The Dota's been incredible. Thank you. You're crazy.
Something to share, like all of us. Something like to share between all of us. I mean, just the fact, like, just seeing people being happy around, like celebrating. Yeah, I mean, it's the reason why we play this game in the first place. It's about sharing, and yeah, it's just crazy. Yeah.
You guys seem to come into this TI with no fear and no nerves, and the kind of Dota you played was unstoppable, especially in that final. In some of those games, you rolled over Liquid, and they're a good team. But how did you play without fear like that?
Just put yourself in my shoes. Like, I got no tail to carry me. If he's not on his D-Day, I got Thompson to carry me. And if he's not on his D-Day, I got Anna to carry me. And if he's not on his D-Day, I got Jerks. What can go wrong? And I've been trying. I've actually been trying to do some of these games, and it just doesn't work.
So last year, I know for a lot of you guys, you were saying that it took a while before it sunk in, except for you. You were telling everyone, this is real. This is happening right now. How was it this time? Did you do the same thing? Or did they already know it was real this time?
I think this year was the other way around for me. Like,
Yeah?
I didn't believe it, and it still hasn't sunk in for me yet. So it's pretty insane. Yeah, it's freaking insane.
It is, man.
Were you worried at any moment in the finals? Because the first game, well, we were saying that you guys basically won 4-0 because the first game was pretty much over and then it didn't happen. But were you, at that point, did you think, or were you just like, oh, well, carry on, we'll ignore that and we'll just get on with it?
I mean, I wasn't worried at all. I knew we kind of won the first game, and I had my teammates to bring me back up, so I wasn't worried at all.
Good. Do you think that's something you would have been worried about a few years ago? And now
Yeah,
you've
probably.
matured as a player and maybe, I'm not going to say as a person, but you're certainly ready to deal with that kind of thing and just go, we can get back in there and
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say so.
awesome. You had something to say?
Yeah.
What's unbelievable with this team, it's like, you know, when we lose the first game, if anything, it makes us stronger. But when we win the first game, I mean, the other team is done, you know, so mental fortitude, you know, those guys, like those 5 guys, you can't break them. You can't break them.
Wow.
I wanted to ask you, Sochka, sorry
Yes,
if I get that name
no,
right, because they obviously win a championship, and then you come on board with the
Yes.
team. What is that like? Do you think there's pressure? Because this is already a championship-winning team. Are you coming into like a lot of pressure, and how do you just kind of push through that and then somehow make them go further?
Well, imagine for me, like it was, I could only get them done, you know, like it could be only worse. I mean, obviously now it's not because we won it again. But yeah, it was really a huge pressure for me. Like, yeah. So I'm super happy. Like, it's unbelievable. What they did again, it's unbelievable. Those 5 guys, best team in the history.
Awesome. I'm going to hold this just to make sure that we're okay here. Okay. What else can we ask these guys?
So, I wanted to ask.
I mean, we're kind of overwhelmed ourselves. I mean, you know,
Yeah,
we
and
just...
I'm not trying to give you the how does it feel kind of a thing because I'm sure it's insane and everything like that.
I want to keep it genuine.
Absolutely. So I had a fun one, I guess. If one chat wheel line had to come back again next year, you guys could spam. Which one do you hope returns that you can kind of put back into your arsenal for, of course, your mental warfare? What's your best ammunition that needs to be there next year?
The best ammunition. That's a good ask actually. What do
I
you
mean,
think,
a
Anna?
Seb might have to return.
Yeah,
It's kind of has to happen now.
pretty nice, but we can't spam it enough to our taste. It's the weakest one. As you know, I mean, we can only use it once every 7 minutes or something. It's not good enough.
Okay.
What would it be if we had to choose one? It had to be one.
I mean, for me or for all of us?
All of us. What do you think?
The kookaburra. Is it a
Lakat, maybe? Lakat?
Lakat? That's a classic.
Just back to the basics, you know. Like
Back to
just
the
remember where we come from, and it's Lakat Matatak, you know.
I mean, a lot of people like to, just leading back to that, a lot of people like to say that you guys do win the mental warfare. Do you think that that's more for you guys just to have fun, or do you actually play that as a tactic to your opponents, even if they're muting it? I mean, it looks like you guys are going beyond that. You're working with the sprays and the tips and everything like that. Is that a legit strategy for you guys, or are you just doing it to keep yourselves kind of chill?
I'm not exactly sure about how the saying goes in English. I think it's one stone, two birds or something. I mean, in French we have this saying where it's like, it's gonna be 2 hits with the same stone. And I mean, of course it helps us a lot. It's mostly about us. It's
Yeah.
We have this energy. We have there's a lot of just raw energy that's, you know, traveling between us, and we keep it going with the chat wheel. And we also know that it gets to our opponents. We can see it. I mean, at this level of Dota, I could guess how they're feeling, what's going through their heads, through how they're playing, right? It's the same with all of us, and it's the same for them. You know, at this level, like, it's not only about just play, it's about emotions, and the emotions are very well connected to the game. So we can see when it gets to them. And obviously, it's something that we use against them sometimes, and some teams, it just doesn't work. It's both, but it's mostly about us.
You all right, Anna? You just tired?
Yeah, a little tipsy.
This is going to be like an insane.
That's champagne?
dump,
I'm
for
an
sure.
empty stomach, man.
Oh,
What do you think would be the best meal? Like, what's a champion's meal right now? If you wish there was like a plate of something right in front of you, could be anything. McDonald's, Chipotle, a giant turkey feast.
Oh man.
What would be a champion's meal?
What would
And
yours
maybe
be?
someone out there might hear you.
Mine
Look
would
at-
be like just good Lebanese food.
Good Japanese food?
Lebanese.
Lebanese.
Lebanese food. Quite different.
Good Lebanese food.
Some Chinese food.
Chinese food?
I don't know.
Right. I mean, that should be not too hard to
I
get
mean,
for
we're
you.
I mean, we can make it happen.
Have you guys enjoyed Shanghai as a place to have a TI? Have you thought it was good?
I mean, for me personally, yeah, because I have like some friends that came, and it was a lot easier for them to come here. So that's why I liked having TI here. It was closer. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
I know you probably have a lot of fans from when you started your pro gaming stuff out here, but do you have any like haters out here at any point that you feel like it feels better to come back out here and kind of prove them wrong?
If I had any haters, like
I'm just saying for a lot of people, you know, when they're playing the game, I'm sure you have an immense amount of fans, but maybe you've had a couple of people who weren't as confident in you being able to succeed and go as far. Is there any part of you that's able to come back, you know, on the home turf and kind of lay it down? Or are you just like a humble guy and you're like, you know, I just let my game play for it?
I don't really care. So
All right.
I just
I mean, it's working for you,
yeah,
man.
no, I mean, I just play with my teammates, and you know, I trust them with everything they say. So I just listen to them, no one else. I mean, yeah.
I got a question for you, Seb. And I don't know if you could extend this to the whole team. I don't know how much you've had time to speak to them about this. Which championship has meant more, the first one or this one?
I mean, the first one will forever be in our hearts, obviously. I don't want to like put one above the other, but I think in terms of what we overcome together, this one was incredibly harder than the last one. And I hope they also realize it, like my teammates. What we have achieved here, it's not only we want TI as favorites, we might not have been favorites throughout the year, and that's for the community, and obviously it's understandable. But I can assure you that the second after our first game in this tournament, all the teams were looking at us. Yet we won the tournament. And that's something, I mean, it's been a while, you know, Dota, like it's been 10 years for me, or maybe even more. No one has ever come close to do it. Like, you're not even the beginning of it. And today we've done it. And I'm incredibly proud of my teammates and of us as an entity. Yeah.
Amazing. Good answers.
The three-peat. Can it happen?
Yeah, do you think you can do it a
three-peat? We know
third
it's going
time?
to be in Stockholm next
Like a hat
year.
trick?
Sounds hype.
I remember speaking to you guys last year, and we asked a question straight away. Are you guys going to go for it again? Do you think you can win it a second time? And your answer was sort of like, well, why not? But now you've won it once against all odds, in all honesty. This time you were the favorites, and like you said, even though everyone was gunning for you, you still won. What could possibly stop you winning it a third time?
Whether we want to go for it or not, I think at this point, of course we can do it. We could do it. Whether we want to go for it or not, I think that's it.
Whether you're still hungry for it a third time.
We can. I mean, this year we've built that hunger, so we can build it again. I do think that I look at great champions in sports, not to compare us obviously, but just generally. I think the step that you have to take from the first one to the second one is the hardest. I don't see a reason why the second to the third would be even harder. Even maybe the competition gets tougher, but it was the case this year. No, I think we did the big step. We did the big step. That's the way I look at it.
Awesome. Well, guys, it's honestly overwhelming because it feels to me like barely any time has passed since I was seeing you guys in Vancouver on the stage, helping Anna open a bottle of champagne. Everybody was just kind of overwhelmed. And you guys look very different this year to last year. This year you seem composed. You've had a little bit of time. But last year, you were all just rubbing your hands and sort of, woof, like you just couldn't believe it. Does it feel like you've accepted it quicker and more easily this year? Like, yes, we won, we deserved it, we know why we won, and we put the work in. Has it felt like more like you can handle it, you can deal with it, that you won?
I'll rephrase this to Anna. I actually want your opinion on that. Would it be fair to say that we were in control this year? What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I have the same feeling. Last year it was bigger than us, kind of. It kind of hit us. This year we were in control from A to Z.
Awesome.
Well, guys, that's it for you guys. We're going to shuffle you out with your other teammates. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks again for
Congratulations.
being able to make the trip out here just to speak with us and connect with the English audience out there, okay?
Thank you, guys. You guys can step off and we'll get your other teammates on.
Ooh. Family's here too,
Man.
and everyone. The fans are ridiculous. They
Yeah.
love it. So we're shuffling out right now. Of course, we're sharing them with the Russian broadcast as well. So I believe that means we are going to be having No-Tail Jerix and Thompson shifting over at this point to join us. So Ted, we better get some questions ready for that one.
Yeah, what are we going to ask them? We could wait. They haven't watched this yet.
That's right.
We could just ask them the exact same questions, and they would never know. And no one's going to tell them that we haven't come up with any other questions between then and now. Or we could come up with some other questions.
We could try that. Oh.
Man, it's so weird. Look, meeting people like that who've just won TI.
These people are, it's just like
there's an aura about them.
They've achieved the
Like
highest gaming achievements out of anybody ever. They're now the richest esports athletes out of anybody ever. And they're just like kids. They're just like guys. They're just like us.
Yeah, it's like there's a magnetic field around them, I feel like. It's bizarre.
Insane. Actually insane.
Here's No-Tail.
We got No-Tail
And
here.
Jerax and Thompson.
Come on in, my man. Bring it in, my man. Dude, can't believe it, my man. Have a seat, please.
Congrats, dude.
Good shit, my man. Come on in. Come on in, brother. Yeah.
Do I want to hold it? Oh, I'd love to.
Oh, my God. Ted, do you deserve to touch that thing?
I can't win it now,
soil
Trent.
it. Oh, my God.
Have I've jinxed my Dota career? I don't care.
Dirt Mold champion.
I will never win a game of Dota again. So be it.
Oh, my God.
I'll look after this, guys. You'll need to hold this and talk into it quite carefully, okay? Jerax, let me talk to you first.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Pretty good.
How different does it feel to last year, if it does feel different?
Last year, I felt really empty. It was hard to. It was like a void
Really?
inside me. Yeah. It was sad, I would say.
Why were you sad?
Excuse me?
I mean, I feel like I accomplished everything in life, and then it was something I went towards, and then it ended.
And
So almost like the
got it.
struggle was over, you achieved what you wanted, and then you just kind of like, well, what now?
Yeah, and I think also I didn't set so many things in my life, so it was basically the only thing I was going towards, and then I got it, and yeah, then what else?
Wow.
I didn't think like that before. I was like, all right, 1 TI.
I got a
I'm
question.
dreaming if I win 1 TI. Yeah.
I got a question for Thompson right here.
Yeah, if you could pass the mic to him.
Everybody out there is making you out to be this anime Mardar villain. Do you love that, by the way?
Oh yes.
Yeah, I know you love that.
We want you to do us a favor. If you could look into this middle camera, and we want you to do the glasses push-up that they all seem to do.
You know what we're talking about. Damn. Ladies.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't watch anime. Was that close? Is that
You
what?
look pretty damn good.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Did you cut your hair at all?
Yeah. Have you just
between
literally
last
been
year?
growing your hair all year?
Yeah, I got like sides, but that's it.
Is it just that
You
easy?
grow hair so well. Ted was kind of curious.
I was like, how did he
Thank
grow
you.
that much hair in a
Thank
year?
you.
I've been trying for years, and there's just nothing coming out, and he's just got all this
You
hair.
almost have as much.
Pretty hard.
Sorry.
I was asking Anna because I peeped at the late game last show last year, and you guys all said it was very surreal at the time, and it didn't feel real. But Anna was the one person coming up. It's real. It's real. It's real. And this time he said it was quite the opposite. That he was the only one that was kind of like, is this actually happening? Is that how it went down? Did you guys all know right away that this was the real deal?
I think all of us kind of maybe struggled a bit with reality. It's all individual, of course. Personally, I can only say that it's really weird to be in this position. Yeah, I had a really hard time still believing, but I guess I kind of knew that we won. I mean, but it's still sinking in. It's really sinking in still. It's gonna take a few weeks, I'm sure.
But you guys played that final series as if you already knew you were going to win. Like there was so much belief in the way you played. Like some of those games, you just ran at them and didn't stop. And you just kill. And we thought it's like they already know they've won and they can just. You played with this freedom. How did you do that?
I mean, once you start feeling that you're winning, then I didn't get this feeling myself.
Well, it looked like it.
Yeah, but I think the thing is that we kept telling ourselves that we actually achieved nothing, and we just have to look game by game, and it really doesn't matter as long as the game keeps going. Then we're gonna do our best, and it didn't matter if it's 2-1 already or 1-2 or whatever. We were just playing to win, and it just happened to be the last game. This is what I was telling myself, and truth be told, like I don't know how I did it. I mean, it was really hard to not think about winning a TI at that moment, I feel. Yeah. Also, I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I mean, we always talk about taking one game at a time, and then when we were winning the last game, I mean, I never really understood that this is the last game. This is the last fucking game. So yeah, when you win the game, you're like, okay, let's go for the next one. And you realize that, oh wait, this is the last one. Like, why? What's going on? And I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird feeling. It's like it's over now. And you're the winner.
I'll line it up a bit here. I asked this question to the other three. I'm curious for your own opinion. Obviously, a huge tactic of yours is the mental warfare, aka the chat wheel lines and the tags and the sprays. If there was one chat wheel line or tag or something that had to return next year, just so you have that ammunition, which line has to come back? My man.
That's how it sounds in my head anyway.
That's our battle trance right there. Yeah, I'm down.
Next level play.
Next level play.
The next level play. I just sometimes accidentally did it, even though there was no reason for it. I was like,
If
"Geez,
Valve
what am I doing?"
honestly decide to remove all that, for every reason, let's say they go soft and they say we got to remove all that, do you think it would honestly affect your game?
Sorry?
If they remove
chat
chat
lines
and they said we got to be soft now, we can't have that, and they decide to remove it all, do you think it would actually affect your game?
We will tell them to add it back.
Fair enough.
I mean,
You're the champions,
yeah,
two-time.
exactly.
You get that.
We have the power, right?
You have the power now.
I
You
would
could
be,
probably
I would
change
be
it here.
upset. I'm upset if they remove it.
Okay.
Wow.
they won't
Yeah,
remove
I
it.
am.
They won't.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I
I
didn't
need
hear
it.
anything. I'm just saying. I was just curious, hypothetically. But we do actually, Derek's, have a special video here. We do want to show for you. We happen to talk with your parents?
We were having breakfast this morning at the table over from your parents.
With my parents.
No. They were at the table next to us. And we thought, wouldn't it be cool if we got them to record a message for you if you'd lost TI? Now, we said to them, we will only play this if they win TI. So this is the message that your dad recorded for you if you had lost TI. This is your dad.
Oh, where is it?
Okei, yes.
Hold on. Okay, go.
Okei, Jesse. Pelit meni tosi hyvin, mutta kaikkea. Oli kovia pelejä, pärjästi loistavasti, muut kaikkea. Pelit jatkuu. Parempia pelejä tulee varmasti vielä vastaan. Mennään eteenpäin. Kiitos.
Now, you might need to translate that for us.
Well, basically, I mean, basically there's more games, just like we're talking, telling each others, and just keep going. And he has a lot of hope, I believe, and I think what he has seen past these years, I think him being here the very first time ever in any tournament, I think he's feeling extra emotional, and yeah, well, that's exactly what I would tell myself also if I was losing, and yeah, coming from my dad, it's touches a bit.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
good.
Oh, yeah.
How much difficulty do you guys have explaining to your family what it is you do, and that this is real and this is a thing that you do? Why have we got more food for some
food
reason?
in case you'd
But
like
you
to
don't have to
mosh.
eat this unless you want to.
Well, similar to why we use the chat wheel, why we do the things we do it for ourselves. We do it for the team morale, the atmosphere, to see how good we can play. We simply try to make each other play the best Dota that we can possibly play, and the fans are a big part of that. I mean, all the support that we get, family as well, everybody who's watching Dota, even in the public games when we have our good and bad experiences, is all part of the journey. Yeah, I mean, we all do it to just see how far the game can go, see how far we can push each other and ourselves. And this game is so wonderful. This game is so crazy. What can be done? I'm just gonna leave it with the Ana Io. Look what's possible.
OG IO. I mean, you guys have had IO in your blood forever. It's insane.
I freaking love that hero. Beep boop.
Well, this is kind of the same question we asked the other three, and a question we'll go out on is what feels better, the first one or this one?
I would go with the first one. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, this one's more money, but it's like, boom, you just like crack.
Yeah,
the
but
scale.
it was like my first tournament as well, like big tournament. So it was like even more like unbelievable. It was like also my parents and stuff. They like started like after the tournament they started like more supporting me as well as yeah, and yeah, I have to go with the first one. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, definitely first one. I think it was like the turn point also for me, and convincing myself that I can do it. I think it helped me tell myself that I'm doing well and doing the right things, at least sometimes. And yeah,
You're doing something.
Don't be so humble, man.
it definitely helped towards this tournament. Also looking back,
Yeah.
understanding what kind of games are coming up, and really like what really actually makes you win in the end. Because I don't think it's this skill thing or anything. Everybody's fucking good.
Yeah.
But I think it's a lot about the team and how hungry people are and how much energy you can have and the right kind of energy. I think that shit wins. And yeah.
Last thought.
This
from
guy
you,
is the
No
master
Tail.
of it. I don't know how he does it.
Let's give the last thought to No Tail.
Honestly speaking, this one meant the most to me. We had a very rocky road. We had a very hard boot camp, and there were a lot of teams coming into this who were very hungry and trying to prove themselves. And the fact that, I mean, to me, this was an even taller mountain to climb, and the fact that we did it, I lost confidence in myself before this tournament. And the fact that it came back and it came through the team and it came through the people in the team, I learned a really valuable lesson last year, but this year I feel like I've learned even more, something more important. So this one, It's still sinking in.
Well, we're going to give you guys some time to let that sink in. And we're going to say thank you so much for coming on the show. And you can
them all right now.
take the
Eat them
tacos,
right
take the
now.
nachos with you if you want the nachos. You earned them. And go ahead and walk out. Everyone's going to cheer like mad, I'm sure. So, and you can take this back with you, even though I would love to keep it. Don't get any nachos on it. Do you want to hold the Aegis?
I've never touched one before.
There's already my name.
Oh yeah, they're engraved on the back.
Oh
How about
my
that?
God.
Let's have a look. There's the engravings, all the engravings from all the teams that have won.
Already on there. That's
I
insane.
haven't actually
This
gotten
is
to show
heavy.
my socks off.
I'm a
Anyone wanna
delicate
see my
fucking
socks?
player. Yeah, can we show No-Tail's socks very quickly?
What are those?
They might be even cooler than the Aegis. Let's have a look.
You guys need
Let's
to
say
zoom in on
I
this one.
am a delicate fucking flower.
Awesome.
My man.
Someone keeps bringing us food. Thank you very much. Okay.
I don't know if I got it.
Are you guys really hungry now that you finished playing?
I bet you are. This must be
I think I got it. I think
Here's
I
your
got it.
Aegis. Keep hold of that.
OG! Two-time champion.
Thank you guys. Go ahead. Out you go.
Y'all can go now. Thank you so much.
Thanks, buddy. Take it easy.
Thanks, man. You guys rock.
Cheers.
Eric, man. Good shit. Good shit, my man. Oh, my God.
Wow.
All right.
Amazing.
Absolute, insane amount of respect for those guys.
Ridiculous.
They are
Just
on
incredible.
a whole other level.
Incredible.
Extremely humble and chill. Their fans love them. They love their fans. You couldn't really ask for anything more from your Dota champions, your two-time champions, your highest-earning players in esports. They set the model for everybody out there.
They do.
And I am proud that they are a part of our game.
Yeah.
Oh,
For real.
my God.
Do you know
It's
what was
amazing.
funny? I overheard someone in the bar saying, OG feel like the good guys.
They
I was
do.
like, that's kind of doing a disservice to a lot of other teams.
Yeah.
But I also understand what they're saying, because they really do seem like the good guys.
They're setting that bar. I think everybody else could be that good. It's like now you just got to reach it. Everybody out there watching, everyone else
Yeah.
competing and seeing what they can do. I'm sorry, you're just going to have to step it up a little bit more next season if you
Yeah.
want to catch these guys because they're just still on another level.
But just seeing how they are together, you realize this is why they're such a strong team.
Yeah.
They're so close. And they're all like, they just know each other so well. It's literally like watching 5 best friends play Dota.
I'd hate to jinx them. I could never imagine any of them being apart from each other
Oh,
and having
man.
the same.
I agree.
kind of
They're such an iconic team. Such an iconic team. There they are.
Wow, there they are. Soaking
They're going to
it
go
all.
off and have a great time tonight, Dakota, I guarantee.
Are we going to be able to do the same?
Yeah, we're going to go to the after party, homie. We've had a good week.
Hell yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it had been an absolute pleasure to bring you the late game each and every night at the conclusion of the show, but it's time for us to sign off. It's been
a pleasure.
hell
It's been
of a
wonderful working
TI
with you.
night.
You're
It's
a
been
top lad.
fantastic to be able to step in last minute and show it with you. Folks, take care, and we'll see you next TI in Stockholm.
In Stockholm.
Take care.